Good afternoon, JEA members. I'm here to update you on some information that's going on in the district this week, as well as some stuff that I think that you really need to know. This is my second video. My first video ended up being like 12 minutes long, and I thought no one is sitting through that. So I'm going to try and be really succinct with what I have to say so that you can get on with your day after this. The first thing is information about PGPs, evaluations, SGOs, SGPs, all those great acronyms we live with every day. I have attached to this email the guidelines for the Executive Order 117, along with frequently asked questions that go with what our evaluations are going to look like this year. So please click on those links. I highly recommend the frequently asked question one, because that's the one that's going to absolutely answer any question that you might have. I went through it like 3 times, and it's almost like my guidebook now for what does evaluation look like in the world of virtual learning. Next week, Mr. Baginski will be sending out the guidelines from the district that will basically mirror what the state is asking for. But I want you to take a look at whatever he sends out as well, and then please contact your administrator if you have any questions. Next thing that I want to cover is I had some people reach out to me regarding the waiving of different copays for Blue Cross Blue Shield. I have also attached to this email a directive from Blue Cross Blue Shield, which basically talks about the waiver of different copays for telemedicine and anything that is authorized related to COVID-19. So please take a look at those guidelines as well so that you can see what is and what is not waivable. And if you have any further questions about your benefits, please let me know and I can put you in contact with Rob McGuire, who is the person, our direct contact for Blue Cross Blue Shield, and he can answer any questions that you may have. The next thing that I want to talk about is grading at all levels. We had lots of questions about what grading should look like in this virtual world, especially as we are starting our 4th marking period. Are we supposed to put a grade in every day? Are we supposed to put in one evaluation a week? Are we supposed to put in one grade every week? What is the grade supposed to be? It's different for every level. It's different for every subject area. It's different if you're a special area teacher. So based off of those questions that I was being asked, we had a discussion yesterday during liaison, and Nicole Permilli should be sending out some guidelines regarding what grading should look like beginning for marking period 4. What I will tell you is the district has a directive and a very strong feeling that no student should fail during this time of virtual learning. And I think that that will be part of what comes out from Ms. Permilli. So I know it's hard as a teacher to not let go of that really strict grading policy that you may have, especially depending on your subject area. But please go by the guidelines. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, okay? The next thing that I wanted to talk about is the ESY program. I had some people reach out to me regarding ESY and whether or not that was still going to happen. It looks like we'll still be having an ESY program. We don't know what that's going to look like yet, and I also don't know if all of the interviews have been completed for the ESY program. So if you're set to be interviewed or you've already been interviewed, the likelihood that you'll be notified as to whether or not you'll have a job and what that job will look like probably will not happen until June. So just please keep that in mind, that that is still a rolling process. They're trying to figure out what it's going to look like based off of the different parameters that are set by the governor and how many people are allowed to gather, and if we can even meet back as a district at some point. So just keep that in mind, and you can look for that information to be coming out in June. We have our Pride in Education newsletter that we put out 3 times a year. Our first one came out in December. Our next one is set to come out, I don't know, in the next couple of weeks. It should be on the district website, and that will be all of the programs that took place between December and March 13th when we left. So it'll include if you did a Read Across America project or whatever you handed in for that newsletter will be printed. We are looking to do something new for our final Pride in Education newsletter, and we'll be forthcoming with some of the information about that next week, but it will be based off of all of the great things that are happening in the district right now with all of our members and virtual learning and virtual work in general, because we love our teachers. We love our paraprofessionals, we love our secretaries, and we want to kind of show off what all of you have been doing in order to keep things running as a cohesive group within the district. So I'll have some more information about that maybe next week, and we'll be looking for everyone from everywhere to try to hand us in something that we can show off for all the hard work that you've been doing over the last month or so. I wanted to let you know that we did donate lunch to the JCOSA secretaries this week. They were very appreciative. Those secretaries that came in to make sure that our payroll came out this week and everybody had their paycheck waiting in the bank deposited today. So thank you to those JCOSA secretaries. And also we provided dinner for the Jackson Police Department about 2 weeks ago. It was over spring break. So they were also very appreciative of us sending dinner over, and we were very grateful for all the hard work that they're continuing to do while many of us are still staying home. We're going to be holding an executive board meeting on May 5th. So we didn't have one in April. We did have a liaison meeting with Dr. Jenko yesterday, and May 5th we are going to hold an executive board meeting where the goal of that meeting is to really talk about how we can continue to work with our JEA members, help our membership and our community at large and our students, and see how we're going to move forward for the rest of the year. So once I have that meeting with everyone, I'll report back to you what we talked about, and we'll see where we're going to go with that. The last thing that I want to talk about really quickly is we have a very large membership. We have close to 1,000 members, and they include, again, our secretaries, our paraprofessionals, and all of our teachers and special area teachers and child study team and guidance and all of our related services people. And I am grateful for all of the work that you're doing right now. You may not feel appreciated all the time, but please know that you are. And this week I'm going to do a quick shout out to our secretaries, because I just want to let you know in not so many words that we do care about you. We have your backs, and we're doing all that we can to make sure that you continue to work in a safe and healthy environment. And that is of utmost importance to all of us as members and for us as executive board members as well. So just please keep that in mind. My phone number is at the bottom of this email, so if you have any questions or concerns, or you need to talk, or whatever the case is, you can text me or call me. You can always email me. And I just want to remind everyone that in the end, your mental health is of the utmost importance. So if you're having a bad day, or you're really struggling, or you just need a break, take the break. You deserve it. And please do that. You need to take care of yourself first. You can't take care of anyone else unless you take care of yourself. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much for all you do, and I look forward to seeing you virtually sometime next week. Thanks again, and have a great day.